The top 10 most dangerous objects in the space.
Number 10. Asteroids. Asteroids are large rocks that orbit the Sun and can potentially collide with Earth. If a large asteroid were to hit Earth, it could cause significant damage and even lead to an extinction-level event. While the likelihood of a catastrophic asteroid impact is relatively low, NASA and other organizations are monitoring the skies for any potential threats and working on ways to deflect or destroy any incoming asteroids. Number 9. Solar flares. Solar flares are massive eruptions of energy from the Sun that can send particles hurtling towards Earth. While Earth's atmosphere protects us from the majority of the effects of solar flares, they can still disrupt our power grid and satellite communications. In extreme cases, a large solar flare could potentially cause widespread power outages and damage to our technology infrastructure. Number 8. Gamma-ray bursts. Gamma-ray bursts are incredibly powerful bursts of energy that are thought to occur when a massive star collapses. While the likelihood of a gamma-ray burst hitting Earth directly is relatively low, if one were to occur in our galaxy, it could potentially cause significant damage to our ozone layer and expose us to dangerous levels of radiation. Number 7. Comets. Comets are large objects that orbit the Sun and are made up of ice and dust. While most comets are harmless, if a comet were to collide with Earth, it could potentially cause widespread damage and even lead to an extinction-level event. NASA and other organizations are monitoring the skies for any potential comet threats and working on ways to deflect or destroy any incoming comets. Number 6. Space debris. There is a significant amount of debris orbiting Earth, including old satellites and pieces of rockets. While most of this debris is relatively small and unlikely to cause any significant damage, larger pieces of debris could potentially collide with a spacecraft or the International Space Station, causing significant damage or even risking the lives of astronauts. Number 5. Neutron stars. Neutron stars are incredibly dense objects that are formed when a massive star collapses. If a neutron star were to collide with Earth, it would release an incredible amount of energy and could potentially cause significant damage. However, the likelihood of a neutron star coming close enough to Earth to pose a threat is extremely low. Number 4. Supernovae. Supernovae are massive explosions that occur when a star reaches the end of its life. While a supernova occurring in our galaxy would be a spectacular sight, the likelihood of a supernova occurring close enough to Earth to pose a significant threat is relatively low. However, if a supernova were to occur relatively close to Earth, it could potentially cause significant damage to our atmosphere and expose us to dangerous levels of radiation. Number 3. Magnetic fields. Some planets, such as Jupiter, have incredibly strong magnetic fields. If a spacecraft were to get too close to one of these planets, its instruments could potentially be damaged by the strong magnetic forces. While this is a relatively minor threat compared to some of the other objects on this list, it is still a potential danger for spacecraft exploring these planets. Number 2. Planetary dust storms. Planetary dust storms occur on planets with thin atmospheres, such as Mars. While these storms are relatively harmless to humans, they could potentially damage the instruments and engines of spacecraft caught in the storm. Number 1. Black holes. Black holes are incredibly dense objects that have such a strong gravitational pull that not even light can escape them. While black holes are certainly fascinating objects, they pose no direct threat to Earth or our technology infrastructure. However, if a spacecraft were to get too close to a black hole, it would be torn apart by its gravitational forces.
Like the video and subscribe the channel for more fun and informative videos.